What's up, Space Pirates? This is your Admiral, the chronically charismatic Dr. Disaster, and you might want to make sure that you're sitting down for this one because this news may come as a shock, but believe it or not, South of Midnight does not appear to be a hit.
No way! Yes way!
Yeah, from the looks of things, once again, Sweet Baby Inc. has consulted on a game and convinced a studio to put together the same game that they always do. A boring story that features a character with a resemblance to their CEO, and gameplay? Well, who gives a crap about gameplay, am I right? As long as, at the end of the day, we get a sequel to the last Kim Belair simulator that Sweet Baby Inc. consulted on.
What? No, I know that sounds bad.
Well, it turns out that the same thing that has happened to all the other Sweet Baby Inc. titles is happening now to South of Midnight. Nobody is buying it, nobody is playing it. It looks like the game is bombing pretty hard. The early access period began just yesterday, and as you can see here, the numbers are about as piss poor as they get.
Oh, shit!
Now, there have been a good number of people who argued with me in the comment section of my videos where I've discussed this game and predicted that it will flop, telling me that actually South of Midnight is gonna be a popular title. I heard from multiple morons that actually anyone who doesn't like games like South of Midnight, who doesn't care for Sweet Baby Inc., I heard that we aren't real gamers, and that actually stuff like this is the future of gaming, whether we like it or not, and the chuds had better hop aboard this train, or at the very least get out of its way, because the modern audience is coming for us big time. Well, I'm going to show you a few clips from the game which illustrate why people aren't particularly interested in this turd, and on behalf of the chuds, now that we're seeing the numbers, we've got a little message for people who thought this. Alright, me hearties, make sure you hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a member. Audiobook of a dark fantasy novel I've written will be available for members first very soon, and there's also a space pirate cartoon that I'm working on. The thing is, it dawned on me recently that it's important that we not just complain about what we don't like, so I've been rolling up my sleeves and trying to provide alternatives. So I humbly ask that you consider becoming a member of the channel for the fraction of the cost of your daily cup of coffee. But anyhow, let's have a talk about South of Midnight and their preliminary Steam numbers. As you can see here, the modern audience has once again abandoned the hell out of a game that was made for them. They talk constantly about how games like this are the future and all of that, but holy shit, this game has not connected with gamers at all. Yesterday, they capped out at just under 500 players. Now, keep in mind that the weekend is coming up, and typically we see larger numbers on the weekend, and also, this number that we're seeing here represents only the people who paid for the early access to the game. So, the player count is going to go up, but I highly doubt it will rise by anything significant enough for us to call it anything but a massive flop. Chances are it will end up surpassing the likes of Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, which was another Sweet Baby Inc. title. As you can see here, Flintlock, at its peak, couldn't hit 700 players. Based on what we're seeing with South of Midnight, this game will easily pass that. When Flintlock was first released, it couldn't quite make it into the top 500 of the top sellers list on Steam, whereas South of Midnight is currently sitting at number 67. So, based on these numbers and what we've seen before, most likely South of Midnight will break 1,000 concurrent players on Steam. Hell, it might even break 2,000, but obviously that is nothing to write home about. In any event, I have got a couple of clips that have been circulating on social media which I want to show you because they showcase exactly why a lot of us aren't excited for this sort of game. It's just the same slop that we've seen a million times over these past few years. The dialogue in this first clip is being compared to Forspoken. I'll let you see the clips from both games though, so you can roll your eyes accordingly at the absolutely dreadful writing from this new generation of writers.
Without these hooks.
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved shit with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind!
Black girl magic!
Yeah, it's pretty cringy, isn't it? Forspoken flopped like a fish for a reason, but apparently South of Midnight thought they'd write a pretty similar character for whatever damn reason. It must be because gamers identify with this sort of character so well. It must be because the male gaming audience, which is of course the vast majority of gamers, obviously loves this sort of sassy feminine energy in the characters that we play as. And if you can't sense my extreme sarcasm, then you also might want to consider getting yourself checked out because your empathy ain't working at all. But this next clip is from Hypnotic as he plays the game. It's really funny to listen to him mock it.
A friend offered us safe passage.
Go, Harriet Tubman. Do the Assassin's Creed move. Yeah!
It must be exhausting.
No way, bro. No way they got Harriet Tubman doing the fucking wall crawl.
Bruh.
There ain't no way, bro. Oh my god, dude. This is great. This is great. Harriet Tubman. Yo. Harriet Tubman. Hey, maybe she was an assassin spy, you know, like they said in that what video game she was in. Bro, that was amazing. That was amazing. And she's doing it on blankets too. These are blankets. These are soft ass blankets that she's running on like it's a wall, bro.
The gameplay in South of Midnight looks positively dreadful. It certainly isn't enough to inspire anyone into playing this turd. Just about the only people who would want to are the ones who make it their life's mission to own the chuds. Granted, there are people out there who like the Southern Gothic aesthetic, and I totally get that. There might even be people who like the stop-motion animation style, though I've heard way more people complain about that shit. But overall, I think the bulk of people who play this game will be the sort who play it as a political virtue signal, the sort who would play it no matter how bland and terrible it ended up being. And unfortunately for them, it would appear that this group, the so-called modern audience, well, they're not large enough to support this game, let alone an entire industry, which explains why we're seeing so many games flop like this. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your mockery of this game's preliminary numbers into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.